Imagine your president not getting elected because the voters didn't have enough time to go vote. In 2014, an estimated 20% registered voters didn't have time to go to the polls and vote. This can cause a dramatic impact onto the election. The most common proposed election reform is the removal of the electoral colleges. Removing the electoral colleges would correct the election process dramatically. The Electoral College is an unfair voting process due to the fact certain states are primarily Democrat or Republican states and that the Electoral College votes would swing to them no matter the party choice. For example, in 2016 presidential election, Donald Trump won over Hillary Clinton due to the Electoral College, even though Hillary received more votes throughout the country in the popular vote. In the past 5 elections, 2 Democrats have received the most votes but were taken to loss due to the Electoral College votes. Due to Electoral College's swing states are commonly advertised by candidates. For example, most states are Democrat or Republican, but swing states are commonly in the middle. These states heavily advertised by the candidates during election time because they want to receive the Electoral College votes of the state. Naturally, then, when the general election comes around, candidates ignore non-competitive states, meaning the vast majority of the country, and pour their resources into the few and tend to swing back and forth between Republican and Democrat. That's the best strategy for reaching the magic number 270. Due to electoral colleges, millions of Americans have their votes thrown away and don't make an impact on the election. The power is reserved for 538 people who meet in their states called the electors. For example, this system degrades the American power of voting and takes away the meaning of voting. Many small states are overlooked in advertising for the presidential election due to electoral colleges. For example, if a small state contains a small population, that state doesn't receive many electoral college votes. This takes away the candidates visiting the states and giving the citizens a chance of seeing who to vote for. The votes of the people can easily be thrown aside by the Electoral College voters if they do not support the candidate. 20 out of the 50 states do not have a binding laws, meaning they can vote against the popular vote in their state. In conclusion, people say it's unconstitutional to change the election process in the United States that has been used for over 200 years. But the United States learned to adapt to newer and better systems. For example, traffic laws, banking laws, and capital punishment. This change would be for the better by giving the people of America a reason to vote and why it counts. In conclusion, millions of voters are wasted in the election due to the fact if the presidential candidate wins the state by 1 or 1 million votes, they still receive the Electoral College votes of the state, meaning this is a prime example of a candidate can win the heavily populated states by just a few and still obtain the Electoral College votes. And yourself.